Hey y'all, back again with another Timepieces for Tomorrow video, and within this video I want to talk about how to start a wristwatch collection. So this is geared towards someone that, maybe they purchased their first wristwatch, they're like, man, this is awesome. They've gotten on the forums, they've gotten on the various manufacturers' websites, and there's so much variety that someone's confused. They've gotten to where, with their hustle, I mean, I'm a hustler, I'm an entrepreneur, I hustle nonstop pretty much throughout the day and night. But whatever the hustle may be, someone's realized that, okay, this is cool, I enjoy it, but how do I take the addiction to the next level? I'm talking about wristwatch collecting. So there's a few things, and the first starter watch, I'm assuming that someone watching this video has at least one watch already. And hopefully that first watch was something that was highly water resistant with a screw down crown with proper water resistance of 200 meters or more. And I say that because if someone gets involved with the hobby, if that's not their first piece, then that's the first piece that you're going to want to add, that you're going to need to add to your wristwatch collection. So if you've got a dress watch and that's all you've got to add something with a screw down crown and proper water resistance. So the best way to think about wristwatch collecting is, okay, there's so many brands. That's one way to look at it. The best way, in my opinion, to look at it are what are referred to as the complications. So right here, for example, I'll cover my eyes so it focuses on the wristwatch. But this right here, for example, is a Ulysse Nardin, and it's got a power reserve complication, which will show the remaining charge of this automatic wristwatch. It's got a small seconds complication at the 6 o'clock position, and it's got a date complication at the 6 o'clock position, but it has a reverse cyclops. Unlike Rolex, that's above the sapphire, this is below the sapphire. So talking about complications, here on the wrist I've got power reserve, I've got date, and I've got small seconds. So for building a wristwatch collection, my best advice is look at the complication. Okay, so you've got a no-date wristwatch. That's, two-hander. You got the hours and you got the minutes. That's the most simple of the simple. The next thing would be a wristwatch with a date. Something that has the two hands but has a date. Then you'd want to look at a GMT, a second time zone. So you've got your home time. You live in New York City, but you're traveling to Bangkok. Then that's your second time zone. So you've got a GMT complication. Moon phase complication. You can see the phases of the moon. Annual calendar complication. There's certain wristwatches that are dive watches that'll show the depth. I mean, there's so many extremely fancy complications that are available for wristwatch collectors. And I mean, I've only touched the surface, but for starters, I would have a no date, just a basic two-hand wristwatch, wind it, wear it, don't have to fumble with setting a date. I would have a wristwatch with a date. Okay, you got the two hands, but you got a date. I would add a GMT for the second time zone. If you like dress watches, because they're typically present within dress watches, I would add a dress watch with a moon phase, and that's something I regret. I haven't added a moon phase yet. I've liked a lot of, I like wristwatches that have dial symmetry, and although a lot of moon phase complication, a lot of wristwatches that have a moon phase complication are symmetrical, some of them aren't. So I mean, it's a matter of what the collector wants. So one of my regrets as a collector is that I've not added a dress watch with a moon phase, but I've added some other cool stuff. Manual wind. You want to add a wristwatch that's manual wind. It's not automatic, meaning that you've got to screw you got to wind it daily, or it's going to lose its charge. There's so many things out there that one can look at when they're building a wristwatch collection. Like I said, all of this is brand agnostic. Once you start to explore the various complications, you'll start to learn the manufacturers that typically have the most variety of, say, a moon phase or an annual calendar, that sort of thing. I mean, when you get into the more complicated complications, you'll start to find those brands. So chase the complications as a collector. Don't chase the brand, because a lot of people are like, man, I'm Rolex only, or I'm Omega only, or I'm Breitling only, or I'm AP only, or Vacheron only, or whatever. That's the wrong way to do it, in my opinion. Go after the complication and then figure out which brand fits your budget, and go for it that way. That's my honest advice. I hope this video helps. Be sure to subscribe, ring that bell, and that'll notify you whenever I post another video. And check out all of my timepieces for tomorrow videos. Got questions, comments? Comment down below, and I'll try to post a video response. Thanks for your viewership, and y'all have a good day. Thanks again for watching this video, and want to remind everyone, be sure to subscribe and ring that bell icon when you do, to be notified whenever I post another video. And if you've got a wristwatch or a wristwatch collection that you'd like for me to try to review within an upcoming video, send me an email, review@timepiecesfortomorrow.com. Thanks for your viewership, and y'all have a good day.